Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another stream. Here I've got 4 MTTs left. I started my session, I want to say 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. Played 21 tournaments and unfortunately I only have 4 left. So this is where we're at. We're going to play the W Coupe $22 Turbo that starts in about 20 minutes. And yeah. So we've got a stack in the 55 mini bounty high roller, 128 bigs, $37.50 in bounties. Start with $12.50 in bounties in that one. Big 33, we've got a short stack. We're going to call here 2 overs and a gut shot. Might bluff river. We can get him to fold some like ace highs, ace x heart hands. I mean, we've got him tagged in green, right? And it says everything. Like, why would you bet 7.23 and not 8.58? It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, just gonna fold. Nice hand. And you can't even see this table, so that was a good start. Hope everyone's doing well. As I said, so we got the 55 high roller. We've got a stack, short stack in the big 33. Nothing really happened so far in the bounty 33. Just lost a third of my stack. And we're playing the 31.50, kind of the GG equivalent of the bounty builder 33. And again, nothing's really happened so far in this one either. So yeah, this is where we're at. Super loose open here, under the gun. We cover everybody, probably is too loose, and I'm going to start with a bet, just to deny equity to 2 overcards. If we can get, King 6 of hearts in this guy's hand to fold, then great, in similar hands like that. Small blind's going to have, he's going to have some 9x here for sure, but we'll see how it goes. Host 00312, thanks for the follow. Lucky turn maybe. You could have queen 9. I think he's flattered in the small blind because this guy was not there. I can have all of the strong hands and he can't. So blank turn card. Going to go for the very polarizing bet here. King queen can't fold, queen jack can't fold, stuff like that. So yeah, I guess he just has like jack 10, king jack. Still no cap. Can't find it. Lost forever. I do have a bookshelf now though. This is up and you can see my scoop trophy is right there, so that's pretty cool. And my book is also on this shelf here somewhere. It's one of those red ones there. Yeah. So starting to settle in, get stuff up on the shelves. Let me know what the audio is like, guys, because we had a problem last time. It was super hissy and not great. So yeah, let me know about that. Keep an eye on the chat over here. Fold king deuce off. All right, 6-4 off. Probably not going to play. I mean, yeah, we cover this guy. He's got like three bounties, but he's also got well over 3 starting stacks. UK Max says, good luck today, mate. You should stream more often. Appreciate that. Trying to do once a week during W Coop. We're all in here with King Queen off. Hoping for a spin. Big 33. 107 paid, 238 left. One of those spots where you can actually get called by worse. Like, you know, if you shove for 12 bigs, very often you just get called by better. But shove for 6 bigs and you can get called by worse, which is always good. Streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, guys. So, you know, whatever platform you want. You know, if you're watching on Twitch but you prefer YouTube, by all means. I mean, if you're already here on Twitch, probably don't switch. I'm going to defend here and check, and he's going to check back, and we're going to okay. Well, he probably doesn't have anything, right? So I'm going to bet and try and get ace highs, king highs to fold. If he calls, then we can jam some rivers. Okay, well, that didn't work, so we're going to fold. Mini bounty builder, high roller. Going to go for a squeeze here. Somewhat tempted to flat as well. Because to be honest, like, I don't expect his 4-bet range to be weak at all. I mean, maybe we can just 3-bet fold, which sounds really nitty, but I think it's fine. Okay, get one caller. So we block King Jack of Diamonds, King Jack of Hearts, which is good. You can still have King Queen suited, obviously. You can still have Ace King, I guess, but I think Ace King very often just gets back raised. King 10 suited seems a bit loose to call the squeeze. So I think a lot of the time we're pretty good here. We want to try and get value from flush draws, from under pairs, stuff like that. It's the most obvious hands in this spot. JB says, order a new hat from your store. Well, that's, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so pocket sixes down here. This guy shoves for just over a quarter of a starting stack. I think it's time to gamble. We'll just take folds. And then, okay, well, here we go then. For the bounty, just got to win a flip. It's not a good start. 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts. 6 of spades. Ooh, close. JB says audio A-OK. Brilliant. That is good news. If you just joined us, we've got 4 tables left. I have only been streaming for about 15 minutes, so yeah, played for not even that long, like 3 hours so far. Played 21, 22 tournaments, and this is where we're at. One of those days, I suppose. Only takes one though, guys. Only takes one. Maybe it'll be the 55 mini bounty builder high roller. Who knows? Okay, we got the nerfs here. Quite tempted just to rip, to be honest. I mean, he's never going to fold 8, 7, 6s in a bounty, right? So let's just get it in. This guy might call, and maybe we get a chance to win his bounty as well. Okay, no. And it would be pretty unfortunate to run into a better hand. And we do. Oh, that's a nice start, though. See if we can hold. All right. Well, that was lucky. A6 here. Gonna just jam. Hoping for a spin. We did a session earlier on, and my coaching session, and my student said, you shouldn't really get down to 3 bigs, should you? Like, something's gone wrong if you've gone down to 3 bigs. And it's like, well, maybe you just lost an all in. Like, you had 22 bigs and he had 25, right? Sorry, you had 25 and he had 22, so you just get down like to 3 bigs. Maybe that can happen. And sometimes, I had a spot. Okay, well, we dominate him, which is fantastic news. Let's see if we can hold. We do. Bit of a scary, bit of a sweaty turn, I would say. It's sweaty. But yeah, we had a situation where I was going to bet turn and jam river against this guy, right? And we go from like 7 bigs to 4 bigs, 4.5 bigs. So, and then the blinds go up, and then you just short. That's it, really. Okay, we got ace queen through. Gonna min raise 8-7 suited here. Okay, so Sean on YouTube says audio is just fine. Well, that's a big shove. Okay, let's try and guess this guy's range. I'm gonna say 10s plus ace king. I mean, why would you shove queens? Like, madness, absolute madness. Because if like 100 bigs, it's not like there's really a discount here. Like, he's got 2x starting bounty. He had like what, huge, loads of starting stacks. Don't really get it. Sean on YouTube then, what if we started tagging people based on what they do wrong? I have a colour for tricky limpers, have a colour for leaky ace king suited, and c-betters have a colour for doesn't defend big blinds. I mean, sounds okay. Ed on YouTube, evening Gaz, all the best. Thank you, Ed. Thanks for being here. I don't think we can call 10-9. I think that would be a little bit spewy. Okay, so 10-9 off here. Definitely going to defend this. Well, I don't think you can call like without a diamond. Like, jamming can't be that bad. Can we get better hands to fold? Yeah, we can get like king jack of spades. Like, that's never calling. And there are so many hands he opens from the button that are like that. And if he does have a hand that he can call with, then we just hit diamond. Okay, well, we've got a lot of outs here. Sadly, we do not hit them. We had 52% on the flop. That's pretty reasonable, I would say. All right, well, down to 3. We are going to fire the 22 turbo at 8:30. So down to 3. 55 high roller, 127 bigs, 68 bigs in the bounty builder, 33. I'm not sure what happened there. Did we? Don't know. And bounty 3150 on GG. Yeah, nothing. No dice. One of those sessions. A lot of just nothing. Just no dice, basically. That's it. As I said, only takes 1. We're going to fight till the end. It's not often I get more viewers on YouTube than Twitch, but that is the case right now. There you go. Still haven't sorted any lights out. I'm going to get some new lights. So the lights I had were just ridiculously hot. And they take up quite a lot of space as well. So I didn't install them in this new office. I am in a new house, if you hadn't been able to tell. Maybe you were here last time and you know that, but if you are new to the stream or you weren't here last week, I have moved house. There's a piano there and a piano stool, which is excellent. Oh, that's a nice flop. So pretty good board for me. RNG says check. So I'm going to check. And then just bomb the turn probably. Okay, he bombs the turn. Well, I think I just call. Like, we have the King of Hearts, Ace and Jack of Hearts are out there, so pretty tough for anyone to have. Flush draw. And nice river card. If he has a set or two pair, I don't think he ever folds. I'm hoping for a big bet on the river. Like 15 bigs. 13? Okay, well. Gonna tank jam here. Like I'm gonna make some sort of move. Could have like Queen 9 or something. That'd be nice. Well, not snap fold, so he's gonna consider it. Okay, up to almost 2x starting stack. No bounties just yet. We open King Jack off here in the mini high roller. That's a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? Mini high roller. We'll take this guy's bounty though. Come on, Malik. Bet call. I mean, for a bounty, I mean, such an amazing board for us. He might get suspicious if we don't bet. If he jams, we call, but yeah, I expected that to happen a lot. So nothing really to say there. Gonna raise again with ace 4 suited. Zimadine says good luck. I missed that on Twitch. Okay, well, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna check call 1. Could still be ahead. Could have ace queen, ace jack. Could have 10-9 suited, jack 10 suited, queen 10 suited. He checks back, which he could do. Like if he was really strong, he'd have quads. I like to have 7s and 4s, but probably just has like queens, jacks, 10s, basically. So in this spot, I think we just call 1. I think we'd be way over folding if we did fold. And check river, maybe ace queen, checks back, ace jack, you know, they give up. There's going to be some give ups. I think if he bets again, I mean, what bluffs? Like, it's such a small bet. It just screams like queens, jacks, 10s, like trying to go for value. I mean, it's probably like jamming here is probably better than calling. Just put him in an awful spot. Like, the more I think about it, the more I like it. He's either got quads, right, in which case he never folds. The problem is it just seems like so spewy to do this. Like we have 96 bigs, we cover everybody. Like do we, not apart from the guy next to us, do we really need to take it? Like that's just, I think it's pretty reasonable. We'll block ace king if he ever decided to play ace king like this. Like, I'm gonna fold. Maybe he just like makes a hero call with like he bet calls tens or something stupid, and then we just what were we actually trying to achieve by jamming? But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, in the chat. It's an interesting one. I decided to shove with queens here. I don't, if we min raise, it's lots of opportunities to call us. Whereas when we shove, they're still going to call like lots of hands that we beat. And so I think it's reasonable. Sevens, king jack off. All right, well there you go, guys. That's perfect for us. No king, no jack. No king, no jack. It's an 8. We love it. Are we back to starting stack? Not quite. Not quite just yet. All right, open ace-5 off here. Get called by the small blind and the big blind. It's pretty tough to get folds from better hands here. Having said that, like ace-6 off, ace-9 off, ace-10 off, can't really call. We deny against some other hands, so and we have the ace of spades. We could bluff like spade turns and jam spade rivers. Turn we could still be ahead, like we're ahead of 9-10. 9-6 gets there, 6-4 gets there. We could just be behind a king, an 8, or a 7. So just gonna check, and hopefully if he checks, I mean he just has a 7 or an 8 probably. So yeah, in terms of bluff catching here, like he needs to have jack 9, jack 10, 10 9, right? We completely unblock those hands. But just as like so often, someone will just check with jack 10 here, right? With no chance of winning the hand. So if you're not going to bluff those hands, then it's not good news for us to bluff catch here. UK guy probably just has a king. We don't block the straight. We don't block any value hands, right? Like I think we want to block some more value hands in that spot. So maybe if we had like 6-5 might be a better call. 6-5 or 9-5 or something like that, potentially. Paddy Jim on Twitch says, sorry I'm late. That's all right. No problem. Okay, well, we're probably going to chase this bounty. Even if anyone else comes for it, like they should be going super wide. What I find in the lower stakes bounties is you expect someone to like very comfortably get it in with like 10-9 suited, and then you jam and they just have like aces. This is definitely going to be we have some fold equity here, but we can also get it in against worse, which is pretty nice. Okay, for a huge pot, humongous, queen 5 off. Well, we'll take it. That's not a good start. Come on then, spades, 9, ace. Ooh, could be a 9 of diamonds. It's a 10. It's been one of those guys, one of those days, guys. Fortunately, we are down to 2. If you play bounty tournaments, though, there's so high variance, right? So you are just gonna, lose a lot. I think it's one of the hardest things in poker is being okay with losing, especially in tournaments where you are supposed to lose a lot, and then you're supposed to come back the next day and be like, yeah, I can do it all again. It's fine. So 2 tables left. Let's see what time this. So it's a turbo. Is it turbo? Yeah, it's a turbo. It's super deep at the moment. 250 big blinds. Oh no, actually, is it? Yeah, they're on level 1. So I think we might just wait a little bit here. Ed, the hand where you flopped a straight, were you not tempted to bet flop to start building the pot? With two other people in the hand, I feel like the ace jack 10 board is going to hit at least one of them, and they couldn't fold to a bet on flop, especially if he goes smallish. Yeah, I think the board is just very good for us. I think they do a lot of folding, and I think that if there's a hand that we can get 3 streets of value from, they're going to put money in, on the turn as well. Because the boards are so good for us. That I expect the big blind to do a lot of folding. Here we can get some better hands to fold, like really just targeting, ace-x of spades can never really call, but we also block ace-7 of diamonds, ace-10 of diamonds. We can bluff later streets. So you can have jack 10, maybe as much as we can. I think I might check back here. I don't really want to get check raised. If he checks river, like an ace could come, we could bluff river and stuff like that. So I think it's got to be pretty reasonable. It's not a great river to bluff. We can get ace 10 to fold, ace jack to fold. Block queen 10, which is, reasonable here. So yeah, I don't think we need to go too, he's going to call with a queen. He's going to call with a king. He doesn't have too much deuce excess like ace deuce. We block jack 10, and we could take this line with a king or a queen ourselves. So yeah, we're not trying to get a queen or a king to fold. Ace 10, ace jack, ace x with a backdoor flush draw, something like that, where we just never win with 10 high. I was expecting to get called there a lot, but we'll take it. So 865 left, 719 paid. We go for a min raise here with ace jack off. It's pretty warm today. I don't know where this heat's come from. But it's warm, but it's also raining, which is great because we got new turf last week. This is just a really easy fold. So he has 4x dying stacks. Maybe it was a bit less before we folded, but and one starting bounty. Definitely don't want to be going out of our way. To be honest, at this stage of the tournament, it's unlikely that someone has such a huge discrepancy between their bounty and their starting stacks. Ace 4. We cover 2 players. We've got to be careful though. The hand that's just very, very easily dominated. We do have a backdoor straight draw, which is nice. Jero's disconnected. All right, pair and a gut shot. So this was the original raiser. He can still have some pretty strong hands. This guy wants to bet. I think we just call. We can still be up against aces and jacks and ace jack, and this just because this guy didn't bet doesn't mean he doesn't have those strong hands. Not thrilled. Not a great river, to be honest. We beat flush draws. But some of those are going to have a queen or a jack in there when they're just going to check, right? So we can just check back. So he's going to have ace jack, ace deuce, ace 3. I don't think this is a good spot to call. What do we beat? 5, 6? 5, 6. He's got 10, 9 of spades, 9, 8 of spades, but he bet into 3 players, right? on the turn. So I don't think he has to. Yeah, I just don't see it at all. Going back to what Ed was saying on YouTube about betting when we flop the straight. I think if someone has, something as well, something strong, like the guy in position could have 2 pair, we can go for a check raise, get more money into the pot, pair and a draw, something like that. So, yeah, I think bet's probably good. It's probably one of those spots where you can just do either. Maybe if you feel like players are too passive, you just do the betting yourself. If this guy opens, I think I would just flat. Okay, back-to-back raises. All right, small blind calls. So big blind has most 6x, although it might start. Well, no, probably doesn't start folding them too much. I think we should do a decent amount of checking, like to realize here. This player has like a lot of 9x, ace 9, queen 9, jack 9, 10 9, king 9, all of that. So I'm actually going to check back, see if we can hit a club or as we do a king. So a lot of value here. Could just still see some check raises from this player. But if we bet big enough, like this check raise has to be pretty massive now. Still get called by a lot of weaker kings. If he just calls, we have a decision on the river. It'll depend what the river is. Okay. All right, so this guy's got 1.5 bounties, just over starting stack. Let's call and flop it. Okay, maybe not. Need an ace. Hold. No jack, dealer. Boom. Easy game. So SN on YouTube says, Gareth, I'm not attacking you here. So if anyone says that, anyone opens up with that, that's generally... I'm going to just jam here, I think. Covering both players for the bounty. Anyway, he says, I'm just really curious, how can you play tournament poker for a living and not know your ROI? So this came as a question last week. Like I don't track my stats on SharkScope. Like, if you really wanted me to find out, I could open up SharkScope and take a look. But the easiest way to know that you're making money is how much money you have, right? So, yeah, that's it really. I'm going to bet here, just get so many better hands to fold. Fold queen 4. Up here we've got pocket sixes. Big blind calls. I'm going to go small bet on the flop. If you check raises, we're going to call. So we can get called by worse here. Excuse me. We can get called by flush draws and 4x and 2x. It's not a great turn card. He should lead here a lot. He doesn't. Okay, so he might not bluff this card. If we check, we can just beat a lot of like single diamond hands. He goes for a bet. He can have some 4x and jack x. We block. The problem is you think to yourself, okay, yeah, but you block a flush, right? But we block more types of hands with 6 in them, like 6-5 off with a diamond, 7-6, 8-6, 9-6. So actually, I don't think this is a good spot, a good hand to call with. Okay, we'll defend here. He should go very small on the flop, like 20 to 25%, I think. He goes third pot. So, might just be a little bit too big for us to want to call. He's going to open a tighter range anyway, as he's covered by everybody. So yeah, and without a club in our hand, I think we just fold. Links 50 says, when we raise first in from under the gun 1, under gun 2, where our range is tighter, why don't we open bigger? The same if we 3-bet out of position, we raise bigger. Good question. Really good question. I like it. So few differences. One is that you don't know you're going to play the hand out position. Whereas if you 3-bet from the small blind or the big blind and someone continues, then you're going to be out of position. Whereas sometimes you raise from early position and the small blind or the big blind calls and then you play in position against them. Obviously, there's more chance that somebody calls in position and you do have to play the hand out position. So as a strategy, I don't think it's too bad. But the thing is, if you want to raise bigger from those earlier positions, you then have to raise an even tighter range. So you can either go, okay, I'm gonna stick with 2 big blinds opening or whatever. Let's go 2 big blinds as an opening range. Let's have a look here. So he shoves a third of a starting stack, which gives us an extra. So we need like 27% equity here. I think we're going to have it with king high. Just show me like queen jack suited or something. Okay, well, might not be that bad. Okay, drawing dead. So yeah, so we go with the 2 big blind open. Then maybe you've already you know what your ranges look like. If you wanted to then go 2.5 or 3x, you have to tighten that range significantly. So the problem is the whole idea, I think, of poker is to play more hands or as many hands as possible profitably. So if you end up putting more money in pre-flop and having to tighten up your range, going to 3-bet jam here, cover this guy. I mean, it's just a pretty standard spot. Ace or a king, please deal up. Okay, lose 2 all-ins in a row. Never mind. Then you end up playing even fewer hands from early position, and then then it kind of sort of counters or contradicts the whole point, right? Which is to play as many hands as possible profitably. But I've definitely seen it. I mean, I've seen people like 2.5x or 3x from the button as well, because they believe that if you, like in a position where you're always going to be in a spot when you're always going to be in position, it's the spot where you should be making the most money. It makes sense to make the pot bigger, right? But the problem with that strategy is that for every extra big blind that you raise, if you get 3-bet, you're then having to defend a narrow ranger. So, or you're going to end up folding too frequently. So that's why you'll see if you run it in a solver, if you compare 2x to 3x, the 3x opening range will be a lot tighter. So it's perfectly fine strategy. You can basically develop any kind of strategy that you want. If you could do a 5x or fold strategy if you really wanted to, but you'd be opening like not very many hands at all. But yeah, you could. There's no reason why you can't do that. Okay, sixes. So we will. We just flat anybody's open. Right, actually, we're right on the bubble here. I didn't even realize 13 to go before the money. I think sixes is going to be too good, but I expect to get 3-bet a lot. I don't think I want to go big here, like 2.5, and then he goes to 7.5 or 8, and I have to call, or feel like I have to call. Whereas if I can go to 2 and he goes to 6, then we can, more comfortably call and play a flop, especially on the bubble. I think it's probably this really high frequency check. We can call it a small bet. I think would be perfectly reasonable. So he could have 3s here. I don't expect him to have queens. He could have 9s. So I'm just thinking, like, for the future when we bink the 6 of hearts on the turn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check. We're just check fold turn. We have a lot of strong hands here. Okay. So I don't really want to bluff on the river, like sorry, on the bubble. I don't want to bluff the river either. I want to bluff here, basically, is what I'm saying. We can win sometimes. Like, he might have just taken a stab with 5s, 4s, ace 3, something like that. So it's not like we just never win when we check. He might also just have like ace 10 of clubs and just be trying to get to showdown, ace jack of clubs, ace x clubs. But yeah, I think that we bet, we're trying to fold out like a 9 or queen jack. I think queen jack just calls all the time. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it up here. Like, don't think there's anything more to say. 2 away from the money here. Let's check the status of this turbo. So 100 big blinds deep. So 7-minute levels. Like, that's not that fast. All right, hand for hand. So here's something. So the smallest stack is on 0. So we can change this because we're in the money. But be very careful with that, because once I did that on the bubble of the milli, and maybe it was just because it was the milli, I remember it, but I was on the button with like 12 bigs. I had like ace deuce off, something like that. And I saw, it said 0 here. Like, we're on the bubble, direct bubble, 720 left, 719 paid, 0 here. I was like, okay, great. We're going to we're going to cash, so I'm going to take the spot. And I shoved, and I got called, and I ended up bubbling, because the person who'd busted before me had more chips at the start of the hand, so he ended up cashing, and I bubbled. Link says, thanks for taking the time to answer. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit follow. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. If you haven't ever seen my YouTube channel, have over 100 videos on there, all really focused on a strategy. There's some vlogs on there though as well. And yeah, if you want to check them out, then go for it. youtube.com/MTT Poker School. Shout out to Links50. Not only has he followed, he's actually subscribed as well. My man. All right, guys. Well, on that note, we're going to take a short break. I'll be back after the break with the $22 turbo. Probably not going to play the 215, although it is a freeze out. It's just the fact that it's a turbo. I don't think they're like. I might check to see the structure, because if it's 7-minute levels, it might actually be okay-ish. But yeah, we'll see after the break. See you guys shortly. Okay, guys, we are back. We are live. We have 2 tables, and we're going to register the 22 turbo. Maybe just for lols, we'll play it from now because it's 100 big blinds deep. Okay, let's stick it in here. Should be fun, whatever happens. Just doing this for the stream. The yeah, I mean, playing 100 big blinds deep. Normally I'd like register this for like 60 or maybe even later, but whatever. SN says, let me rephrase, and I say I'm not attacking you because I really am not. I like you and I think you're an excellent player. How do you track your progress? Is it a monthly monetary goal or quarterly? So the key thing for me is to not get obsessed with money. I think that's really, really important. So it's not like, oh, let's track, we've got to make $2,000, we've got to make $5,000, we've got to make $10,000 this month. You just play and play well. And the way that I track my progress is whether or not I'm improving in the areas that I don't feel that good at. Right? So, yeah, it's not like... I hear what you're saying, though. You want to know, how... you want to know that you're making money and stuff like that. But, MTTs, you've got to play a serious amount of volume. And if you focus week to week, session to session, month to month, you can go on super bad downswings. Of course you can. And just let me think about this hand. So I think we just check. We beat a lot of hands, 4-3 suited, 6-3 suited. We might even be able to pick a bluff off on the river. He doesn't have too much deuce X to flat pre. I mean, he's got some suited twos, obviously, but I really fancy it. I really fancy the call here. 3-4 misses, 6-3, 6-4 clubs. He can float some spade hands as well, like queen, jack of spades. Just so many hands here. I feel like we have to call. Ace deuce off. All right, fair enough. Still like my call. Pretty happy with it. Let me know in the chat. Get all the chat pros out. Tell me how bad that call was. I mean, I don't even know how he has ace deuce. I mean, we have an ace. How it's almost impossible for him to have ace deuce. I'm gonna fold 10-5 off. So we have 3 tables. We had absolutely heaps in this mini bounty high roller. No idea what happened apart from, stationing it off on the river with ace high. But I guess we haven't really played many hands. We haven't won many hands for a while. And the blinds go up, and this is then what happens in tournaments. Win the bounty builder 33, still in late reg. So we got 50 bigs, almost 2x dying stack. We have 1.5 bounties. Got lucky with ace 10 against jacks, all in pre. Gonna raise here. We are raising into the big stack, which is not ideal. So maybe this is just a fold, and maybe we're just gonna get punished here. But we cover these players. If they do flat, we can play post flop. I think this is probably just still a fold. That was funny. So in this hand, normally I would just fold here, right? But this guy was sitting out. So I quickly clicked min raise, at which point he sat back in and called. So unlucky me. And I'm probably just going to give up. Oh, now we've hit 2. It could be good. Can I value bet? I'm not sure what we'd call. Oh, close. King 9 off, gonna fold. Right, let's play a game of. Before we do that, we're gonna make a big bet here. An amazing board for us. Probably gonna. Well, he covers us though. This is not ideal. I just think it's like the ultimate bluffing hand. Like we unblock folds, also unblock hands that can fold by the river. We also have 6 high. So we can get any hands like Queen Jack, Jack 10, Jack 9, Queen 9, 3x of hearts, Queen X of hearts to fold by the river. Like it's, well, 3x of hearts is not going to fold now. But I think this is an amazing bluff, and I'm actually going to make it less than all in so that he doesn't get a chance to win my bounty if he calls. But yeah, we just get so many hands, better hands to fold now. You know, like 10x of clubs, right? We'll just can't call here. Queen X of hearts. You know, we got all the strong hands. We got kings, queens, tens, ace jack, jack 9, king queen, aces. Yeah, so many hands. So like the bluff, and also like not going all in. Yeah, so hopefully I answered that question about goals. Like you should never ever in poker have a monetary goal. Like honestly, I think it's a big mistake to say like, oh, I want to make X amount of money each month, or because it's a long term game. Like, yeah, you should just never do that. It's an outcome goal as well, and we're playing in a game where you need to focus on the process. So that's it really. Hopefully that makes sense. Shove Gabriel. Okay, well. I'm going to go for a 3-bet. Not an ideal flop, if we're honest. We can get called by worse though here for sure. So like flush draws, you know, king queen off with a club, queen jack suited, even stuff like ace jack of no, you can't have ace jack of hearts, queen jack of hearts, king jack of hearts, stuff like that. We don't get him to fold better, that is for sure. Just rips. All right, nice hand. All right. Excuse me. I definitely, so I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be a teacher, and so it feels like I've just gone back after the like into the new term, and really struggling to talk, really struggling. I'm going to 3-bet fold here. So yeah, that's exactly how it feels. Punished. Obviously, guys, when I say stuff like punished, like it's never like that I honestly believe that oh no, made a mistake, should have folded. Because otherwise, like, why would I do it, right? Why would I do anything that I thought was bad in the first place? Quite like squeeze here, but calls seems okay as well. Ed, the ace jack bluff catcher on river. I'd barrel turn because you can still get some better hands to fold, like 5x and 2x, basically underpants. Underpants to the king. I know you mean underpair. Yes, you then fold out hands you're ahead of, but you also deny them a chance to hit river. Maybe I'm too aggro on the turn there. Thing is, though, you've got so many worse hands like to choose from, right? You're going to have 10 high, you're going to have jack high, you're going to have queen high on that king high board. Those are going to be way better bluffs to get better hands to fold than a hand like ace jack that can improve on an ace or a jack, or could just still be good. So it comes down to like, just look at your whole range, not just the fact, oh, we can get better hands to fold here. Like, yeah, just think like, if we got, I can't remember the board now, king 5 deuce, something like that. Like, if you have 10 9 of spades there, then that's an amazing bluff. You can get floats to fold. You can get 5 and a deuce potentially to fold. Yeah. There's, I think that's it. I would say that you're probably too aggro if you're betting ace jack. There, like, you want to have some checkbacks. All right, probably going to play this one. If this guy shoves, oh, that would have been nice. I'm probably going to shove. And we're going to get called by ace 10 of hearts. And we're going to hold. Tens, we'll take it. We'll take the flip. 2 ace or a jack. We'll take the ace. Thank you, dealer. Back over here to queens. Six max, turbo freeze out. W cube 82 low. So we'll be checking back here. So queen high boards in 3-bet pots going to play different from king high boards because he's going to flat a lot of ace queen, whereas he's going to 4-bet ace king, right? So yeah, gonna check back. It's not a great card, to be honest. Down here, we're going to call with sixes for the bounty. Got to win a flip against king and queen suited. 6 on the river. Nope. So yeah, not a great turn because he's going to be like, well, he's got a lot of ace king in his range. So yeah, it's not great. Plus the a 9 is a straight now, so he could easily flat. Yeah, 10-9 suited, queen 9 suited, 9s definitely part of his range. So I think actually I'm just going to go for a check back. Love to see the board pair. Not ideal. Not a really great run out. I mean, I guess we have to go for value now. Like, I would sooner have jacks here to value bet because then we know that there's some more queen X in his range, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go half pot. Try and get called by something weaker. Nice. What do we have? Queen jack suited. Well, three betting ace jack suited here. Don't love it if he jams, obviously. It's a pretty amazing board for us. We go pretty small. We don't mind him continuing with 9-10, 9-7. He's always going to continue with an ace. Okay, we get check raised. So yeah, I mean you can have 8-6s, ace-8, 8-6, 8-6 for sure. We just have top pair with a flush draw, so a pretty amazing spot for us. Gonna go for a call. Drill it on the turn. Monsters under the bed are telling me he's got 9-7 of clubs, but I mean it's not like we ever fold. We're not, you know, we're never gonna. We're never going to. I'm gonna check back this turn. I think. Yeah. Just because I mean that's not a great river. He's got all like we've already said he can have pocket 8s, pocket 6s. Not ideal. I mean, I'm going to call, but I expect to lose a lot here. I'm all in here. Unless he's deciding to turn like 8-6 into a bluff, something like that. It would just be amazing if he had like king, queen of clubs, obviously. But yeah, I expect to see 8s and 6s a lot. What? Don't understand. But thank you for an absolute gift. Wow. You've got to love the check back on the turn now. Don't know what I've just witnessed. Bubs26 Twitch says, good luck, Missy, tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. I'm going to fold here. If you just joined us, we are in the money in the 55 high roller. We have 3x bounties. We have 9x starting stacks. We just won an absolutely humongous pot with the nut flush. Loving it. Opening king 9 off here. It's probably not going to be that exciting, but this is going to be exciting. Who doesn't love aces? Gonna flat. This guy could jam. All sorts could happen. We'll stick with this one. Is this going to be a legit raise? Probably not. Got all sorts going on. Might just check back. Ace or a 9. Or a diamond, obviously. Big problem here is that we want him to have the ace of diamonds to bluff. Like ace queen off with the ace of diamonds. I mean, this is where slow playing aces just gets into trouble. It's tough for him to have a flush, but he can definitely have a boat. We don't block any of that. We do block flushes, obviously. I just expect to lose a lot here as well. Like he checks, he can have jacks, he can have 9s. I'm gonna call. Wow. Glad I did. Almost timed out though. Almost didn't make the call. That like it's a severely underbluff spot. Like props to him like for finding it. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Up here we've got 123 big blinds, although only playing 104 effective against this guy and various other spots. We have 30 bigs. 30 bigs. I'm just watching the replay back of the nut flush hand, and I'm like, oh god, the board pairs. He's got 8s and 6s, monsters under the bed. That's really funny to watch back, especially when he turns up with king 9 off. I can't believe I've slow rolled him here as well. Like, I'm well into my time bank. Sorry, mate. Did it for the stream. All right, 6-3 off going to be fold. So SN on YouTube, thanks for answering the question. I agree with you about the monetary goal, but ultimately it is a way to track progress. I'm really more interested in how you track progress, bankroll management, etc. Well, so I don't track progress in terms of bankroll, right? I mean, obviously I have a bankroll, right? So I know what games I can play. So that's all I need to know for that. Progress for me in poker is less about, oh well, now I can play, you know, super high stakes, and more about like, am I getting better at these situations I don't feel comfortable in? All right. So yeah, I mean, you said that you agree about the monetary goal, but it's not a way to track progress. You know, let's say that I win the main event, the WCOOP main event on Sunday. Well, it'd be Wednesday probably. I don't know how much is for first, but let's say it was $200,000, right? And then my bankroll is increased by $200,000. That doesn't mean that I'm suddenly like $200,000 better, right? So I think that you've got to be careful with tracking that, like using that as a measuring stick, right? Because there are some fantastic players that are on huge downswings that are better than me, right? I might have a bigger bankroll than they do. You know, maybe they played backed and then they go on their own and they go, you know, just go on a really sick downswing to begin with. So like, you know, yes, having a bigger bankroll allows you to play higher, but sometimes that's not always a good thing. Like, yeah, I saw there was a guy, I feel like he won a couple of WCOOPs last year, right? For about $250,000, I want to say. And then ever since then, straight down, right? He's playing too high, I think. He's playing way too high for his ability. So just because you've got more money in the bank doesn't mean that you actually can beat those stakes. So let's say you like really sort of blanket rule, you have like 200x is your bankroll management strategy you use, and you've got $1 million. Like somehow you like, let's try and be a bit more realistic. 100,000. You've got 100,000 in the bank, and so you can play $500 MTTs, right? But are you good enough to beat $500 MTTs, or are you just playing them because you can afford to? So it's much better to be comfortable in the stakes you're playing, not just play higher because you've got the bankroll. So that's why I'm always. It's not. It might come across as somewhat defensive, like the way I've answered it. But I can assure you, like it focus on progress and process. I'm gonna call here. I just feel like he's got a lot of like. I mean, is he really bad? Let's just Binker 4. It's got to be pretty close if he just rips turn now. Which okay. So he gets like 8s or 9s here. I feel like he's got ace high a lot. I'm just gonna check, and we beat ace king. Check. Doesn't look promising. We have flushes, we have sets, we have straights, maybe. Ace king. Show me ace king. Yes. I don't know what I was saying now. But yeah, get better at the game. Don't see. Oh boy. This is just such a good spot. Just don't want this guy to have a hand. There's so much money to win. Fold, Jay. Come on, Jay. He's folded. Yes. I do think in tournaments though, it's hard to like, to know whether or not you're good enough to beat the next stake. When you have a big win, it's definitely hard to know. Like if you're playing like small field MTTs, I think that it's probably easier to sort of track your progress because you can, gradually. That's a nice flop. Because you would be. He's got a lot of suited hands that just check back here, so I think we check here a lot. Might go for a check raise on the flop. Get called by pairs. Get called by spades. He's a reg. This guy. Red Andy. I feel like he's probably got some showdown value. I think he bluffs. If he doesn't. Playing small fields because the variance is lower, but sometimes when you play big field tournaments, you can have a big win, and then, okay, interesting. You have a big win, and you, it might be sort of like false confidence, like you might not be as good as you think you are. I mean, in poker, like that's so true, so true. Please shove. Definitely got ace-x of spades. It's a pretty big bet. I don't think we get to jam. Like, I mean, there are some worse hands that will call though, right? Okay, I'm going to call. Oh, Jack 3. Well, now I just feel like an idiot. That I didn't jam. Never mind. Gonna run that one. We'll take a look at that later on. Here we flop top pair. We're going to bet and go from there. So JJ Rowe on Twitch says, now the best part of the replay was when you thought you had the straight flush. What can I say? Monsters under the bed. It's almost like you're like preempting. You're like, look guys, I know I might lose here. So I'm just going to say like, okay, yeah, I could lose here. Just going to call and we're going to be stacking off. That's fine. That's an awful turn. But maybe a good turn. Maybe a good turn as well. So we're going to have sets. We're very unlikely to have ace king. We can have ace x with a backdoor flush draw. They've gone for a bet call like ace-6 of diamonds, ace-6 of hearts, ace-6 of clubs. He now goes for a check. I don't know why we'd want to bet though here. I really want to bet like this amount and see what he does. Because if he check raises now, like, you know, when we can have sets and we could have 2 pair. Nice. Wow. 10% pot is the future. I mean, it certainly makes it easier to play river, right? As in, you can just check. Like, we get value from King Jack, King 10, King 9, whatever. Let's just remind ourselves of... Yeah, King Jack, King 9, King 10, King 8. All of those hands that decided to check raise. I mean, you'd probably go bigger, right? We could just bet bigger and not be so scared. Going to raise ace-5 suited here. Still a long way from the money. Struggling for time bank. So if I don't explain anything, guys, then please don't shoot me. Let's go up here. We've got ace-king and a caller. Our friend who's playing way too many hands. You'd love to see it. I'm going to check. He's probably going to check. Okay, well, we'll come back to that one. 38% equity, starting stack, and loads of bounties. I mean, we just have to go for it. Hopefully this butter boy folds. Okay, we'll take it for the bounty. Ace on the turn. Ace. Oh. Never lucky. Okay, well, I'm just going to give up here, I think. I mean, the thing is, though, like, a good player is going to have draws here, right? Or he's going to have, like, king, queen off with a spade, or king, queen off with a heart, which we're miles ahead of. But this guy could just have anything, so might make it even more of a call, but I'm going to fold. Move on to the next hand. Not worry too much about that. Defend. I should bet 20% pot. He bets bigger than that. This is kind of close. So I think we probably need to call, but it's not, you know, we're not loving it. Check, check. I mean, we're ahead of a lot. We could get like king jack to fold, ace highs to fold. Maybe not. This is to target king highs. Don't care about ace highs. He's always going to call. He folded. Boom. Easy game. Quick update then. We have 40 bigs. We are 351 left in the 55 mini high roller. Don't understand how that's a thing. We have 112 bigs in the W Coupe $22 turbo after we got an absolute gift when we had the nut flush. And we have 20 bigs in the bounty builder 33. About half the field need to go before the money. Just, yeah, nothing happening here. That's it, really. I'm sure there was a spot earlier on when I was like, oh, let's play a game. Let's see, you know, what we think his range looks like. And I wanted to get you guys to say what you thought as well. But that ship has sailed, unfortunately. It's really warm in here. I don't know how interesting this is, guys, but we're going to fold Jack 4 suited. We are going to fold 10-5 off. And we're going to fold Jack 2 suited. Let's do some shout outs. Let's see who is actually here. So, 2020, 419 DMC, Alfred Hitchco, Bubs26 Twitch, Commander Root, who I think is a bot, but I'm not sure. Fon DC, Fuzzy Ferret, Hosso 0312. JB, JJ Rowe, Metal Cast Maiden, Paddy Jim, Random Scotsman, Resin, Trollu, and Venmaker. Shout out to you guys watching on Twitch. There is a participants thing on YouTube, but it never shows anybody in there. It's kind of weird. Right, the fumps. Do we call the squeeze with the fumps? Quite like it. We're not just set mining. There are some boards we can continue on. It's quite a big raise though, isn't it? Let's randomize it just for the lols. If it's under 20, we fold. If it's over 20, we call. Okay, fold. We'll never know. I'm gonna mark that one though because it would be quite good to know if we're supposed to call. Obviously, 10-9 suited. Gonna fold. Like a nit. Paddy Jim on Twitch. Struggling for time bank because you slow rolled with ace-ace. I didn't slow roll. It was a tough decision. Never expect him to be bluffing there. So I don't know why I called. It's just gut feeling, which is horrendous. Horrendous way to play poker. So with only 3/4 of a big blind, I don't think 4-3 offers a defend here. 9-3 off, gonna fold. Queen 4 off, gonna fold. Defending King 4 off here versus a min raise, it's probably fine. Just, what's going on here? How much do you start? 750. So he's got 2 and a bit starting bounties. We don't cover this guy. I guess we fold. This is like where this is. I don't know if I was talking about this on stream earlier. It's just something I was thinking about. Like here, like this guy should be a lot wider than just ace jack, right? But it's so often they just have ace. They just have a strong hand, right? So you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's all in for. I mean, maybe a bad example, but maybe this guy's all in for not very much, and then other people should isolate super wide, but they don't. So you're going in, oh yeah, I call here with Jack 10 suited or whatever. You can check raise here. I quite like it actually. I'm going to get called by worse. Gut shots. It's a pretty good card for us, I think. Do think that he can have something like backdoor draws now. What does he do with 9-10, King 10, stuff like that? He has to call, obviously. So I think it's fine. King 9 is like low jack versus big blind for 40 bigs. Probably a mix between raise and call. Whereas versus the button, I think it would just be pure call. Wow. Okay. I was going to do this against this guy. Now I'm just going to call and just smash a flop. or just completely brick it. One of the two. Vonnie's got to be strong. Cold calling a 3-bet. Come on, Vonnie. Paolo's gone for it. Aces versus queens. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I was going to rip. Really, I love this spot, if I'm honest, right? So if this guy just min-raised, it would have been a really easy jam. But when he 2.5x's over a limp, okay, yeah, this guy's playing 70% of hands. Maybe it's just a jam. Need to stop being worried. But I think this range is going to be a lot stronger than a normal middle position opening range for 40 bigs. So therefore, ace-jack is just not... It's not going to be as good. And I don't think we get to flat 2.5x. This guy's just woken up with aces twice and finally wins a hand. Finally wins one. Can we go 2.3x? If this guy shoves, call it off, but not love it. Could min raise, but I mean, I would just min raise when there were fewer short stacks. If there's only one short stack, then I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's it's less the more short stacks there are, the more likely it is someone has a hand, right, that can jam. 419 DMC, how's it going? He says good luck this evening. Thank you, thank you. Pretty easy fold. Fold ace 3 off. Let's see how much money we've won so far in this high roller. $73.65 plus bounties of $50. Huh. So what's that? $123. 8-6 here. We're covered by almost everybody. I'm just going to fold. I mean, there should be less of an issue now to, maybe we should just fold. But I feel like this is a good open normally because people do actually fold. Whereas if they think, oh, we cover this guy, we're going to, chase his bounty, then you just don't get as many folds. You could raise this sometimes. RNG says, check back. Flop a straight draw. 2 overs. Okay, well, we could still have the best hand. I don't think we need to start betting. We have a nice hand to call if he decides to bet turn. He bets pot. Okay. It's not a bad card. We've got so many missed flush draws now. I don't think it's going to be unreasonable to value bet here. I think we get called by a 10 a lot. Call me with a 10. Nope. Okay. Opening ace 9 of clubs here. Probably just check call flop. If we bet, we get called by queen jack, queen 10, jack 10, some weaker 9x, but not too many from the cutoff. And obviously we get called by a decent number of king x. You have king queen, king jack, king 10. It's a nice turn card. I think we just size now so that we can jam river. Like, he's not going to fold an ace. He might do. Okay. Fold 6-5. Sab says, I keep thinking you have a man bun. Do you know what? I thought this last week. I don't know whether it like catches like a little bit of light on this side. It's funny. But yeah, no man bun. I actually need to have a haircut at some point. If we get 3-bet, I'd probably just rip it in. Come flat, I think, as well. It's quite a lot of flatting at 60 bigs versus 3-bets. A fold queen 3 suited. Okay, well, when you're short, picking up a big hand is great. We have 1 starting stack and 1.5x bounties. So we're gonna. Oh no, I thought we covered this guy then. So we're 100% getting called here, which is great news. Oh yeah, I mean, we have to get called now. This is an unreal spot. We could even double up. If everyone folds, we almost double up. Okay, well, we knew we weren't getting folds. Okay, well, let's just more than triple up. Great spot for us. Oh, what a flop. Hold. Hold, no diamond. Nice. Okay, open sevens. Small blind jams now. We a little bit concerned by this guy. He can have 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, stuff like that. Probably going to check. Check. 7 of spades. Come on, Vonnie. No, Vonnie. I feel like we still need to call. Maybe not now. Okay, we're going to fold. No 7 of spades. Nice. Jamski? Maybe? Thing is, we never get called by word. Like, it doesn't just ruffle it in with ace 9, right? So I'm actually just going to check. Sorry, to call. And then we'll check raise flop and we'll play aggressively from here. This is a good start for us. Ace 6 off, probably going to open. Don't think we can call if this guy jams. Okay, so you've got a lot of hands he can check jam, right? He can jam flush draws, 9-7, 7-5, 10-9. So quite like a check back. If we do bet, I mean, we can bet call for sure. I think, yeah. Call and I was going to say 6 of hearts, but definitely can't be the 6 of hearts. It's the 6 of clubs. Or 3 of clubs. Check rids. Okay, so he probably just has a 10 here, but sometimes he'll have like queen jack or flush draw or something like that, and they're just given up, which is amazing news for us. So He has a king. Why, he has to value bet a king on the river, surely. How do you not? How do you not? Like, I have so many 10x that have to call. That makes no sense. No sense. We're probably going to be getting this in. 250 left. If this guy jams, we're going to call. Marvel. Oh, he folds. King queen off. Going to be an open. What's this guy doing? Why is he limped? He's never limped. He's never limped. So that hand where we folded sevens, we were up against nines and jack 10. 8-3 off, going to be a fold. Okay, going to defend. That's not a bad board. Quite like a check raise here to get so many better hands to fold. Like, you know, just I don't even need to list them, guys. Like, we have 4 high. Let's just, if he calls, let's just drill it. Okay, you fold it. Arsenic Girl 3. I mean, that's a screen name, isn't it? It does look, I think it's the light off the top of the chair giving me this faux man bun. That's a big old raise. Two overs and gut shot. Decent. He checks. So to be fair, like we can get ace 9, ace 10 to fold straight away. So maybe he's supposed to go bigger, but like we don't need to bet too big to get those hands to fold. And we can also get value from, you know, some ace 5 or something like that. He now donks. I mean, great situation with how much equity we have. Okay, so what are we saying? King of clubs? 7 of diamonds. Wow. How do we miss? Probably because we had too many outs. We've got a lot of 7x here. Obviously, we can't do anything about this, but yeah. All right, guys, that's the break. We are going to be back. I say we, as in me and you, are going to be back after the break. So stay right there. Or if you're playing and you haven't got up for 55 minutes, go and have a break. See you in a bit. All right, guys, we are back. We have 3 tables left. We have well, a bit of a sweat, I suppose, in the mini high roller. The I'm going to call it the oxymoron tournament. But we got 25 big blinds and a dream. We haven't won a bounty for at least 2 hours because we had $37.50 in bounties when I started the stream. So clearly we are owed. We're due. So that's how it works, right? We're also playing in this $22 6 max. We have just over 2x starting stack. Played a really nice hand. Played it perfectly. Got a guy to spew it off with king high for 100 big blind pot. I say perfectly, I mean I just turned the nut flush. But we did check turn and induce a jam on the river, which is nice. And we're also playing the Bounty Builder 33. Not long until the money. We did just triple up with queens against king, queen, and ace 3 suited. So this will reach the money in this next hour for sure. The turbo will be outside late reg in 27 minutes as well. So that's something to think about. But I don't think we'll reach the money just yet. And who knows what's going to happen in the high roller. So we are, anything could happen. Big hour. Let's go. Well, I say big hour. I mean, we could be all in. We're going to be all in. Especially if, this guy jams. Come on, real sushi. Let's go, real sushi. No. Right, well, this is one of those spots where we can definitely get called by worse. 9s are going to call here. Call me Jay with 9s. He folded. He folded 9s. He just messaged me and said he folded 9s. Misclick Donkey. Hello, everyone. Good luck, Gaz. Appreciate that. Misclick. Going to fold here. Just checking Twitch and the YouTube. Man. I mean, 3x starting stack, 6x bounties. Wow. This is the spot where this guy should be like super light, but probably isn't. This guy's got huge, like loads. I mean, it's not, I don't think we can call. This guy might call though. Yeah. So, like, I swear this guy should have like a lot wider than this, but I mean, maybe it would just fooled by randomness, cognitive bias. We're looking for patterns. Okay, so I bet the turn he called. I have a 5. I block 5-3. A 4 doesn't fold here, so I'm just going to bet small and try to get. What am I trying to get to fold? Weaker clubs. No, sorry, better clubs like Queen X of clubs. Queen X and Jack X of clubs, basically. Maybe just check fold would be quite good. Might be the play. Ace King off here. Limp. Hopefully someone raises. Oh, this guy could just jam. $13 bounty. Come on, pickle. Shove, pickle. Honestly, here, I think I'm going to check because I can. Because it's not like we're trying to ISO here, right? We're going to play heads up anyway. He bets half pot. We are going to call. Check turn. He bets half pot again. I mean, so quick. I just don't believe him. Just don't believe him. Gonna tank a bit. I'm gonna tank a bit because just to slow it down a bit, because every time I checked, they bet half pot like really, really quickly. So he might just give up here. Snap pot bet. Are you a bot? Yeah, I can't call. The ladies once again. Come on, the ladies. Just gonna rip. Stay with this one then. See what happens. Get fold. All right, pick up the nerfs in the Moron tournament. Gonna jam here. If this guy jams, obviously we re-jam. If he folds, then we 3-bet jam. Can get called by worse for sure. Come on then, call with 8s. Fold it. Fold it. Here we raise called 10 big blinds, ace 7 off, button versus big blind. This guy's 3xing again. I feel like I'm going to rip this time. Just don't have ace king, aces or kings. That's all we care, or queens. You can have jacks and we'll win a flip, or you can have ace jack and make a bad call. Okay, ace. Okay, well that's all she wrote then for the $22 turbo. 2 left. Let's go. So for anyone asking, oh, yeah, 3x, he always has a hand there, like that's not true. I'm not trying to defend my play, but I think it's perfectly fine. You know, we don't get called by worse for sure, but we do, like, if he every time he folds, we win an extra big blind, which is just massive. So I'm pretty sure it's fine to jam there. 11x is open. You know, if he min raised and we had 22 big blinds, it wouldn't be an issue, right? Anyway, we won't be winning the W Coupe Turbo this year. Never mind. So just 2 tournaments left. We're going to fold ace 10 off versus an EP Open. This is 8-handed. How long has it been 8-handed? Is it 8-handed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Ace 9 off, gonna fold. I might tank the next time. Misclick says, don't hate that bet at all. Gonna get some better hands to fold, and when you get called, you show 10 high, which might help you get paid off in the future. I feel like I've never made a play to like set it up. Do you know what I mean? Like set up, you know, show a bad hand so that I can get paid in the future. So I mean, it's not just not something that I do. I'm sure there are players that do. But yeah, But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not. So it's not like we. That's not why we wanted to bet, right? We don't bet in order to get paid later on. We bet because we think that we can get better hands to fold, and betting is going to be better than checking, right? But if there's like a sort of a byproduct of this play setting us up for later potentially getting paid, then yeah, I think it's. I think that could work. We're going to be all in here with ace queen off, unless it goes 3-bet here. Okay, this is maybe even better. This guy cold calls 2%. Well, it's setting us up. This guy might jam. King queen, queen jack suited, king jack suited. Oh, look at this. Again, we could add 12 big blinds to us. I think we're always getting called. We are 41, 51 away from the money. We're all in. Let's see what happens. We snapped off. Have ace jack suited. Okay, well, we can win a flip. 2 ace or queen. 2 ace or queen. We have not, I would say, done well in the all-in department today. We have one tournament left. It's the deepest run of today as well. 196 left. Let's bring this down here so you guys can see. 196 left. We've locked up 86.98, and we still have $50 in bounties. This is our chip graph. Oh, you can't quite see it. So I feel like we've steadily been chipping up here, but without winning any bounties. But yeah, 195 left. How much is for first? 13,000. I'll show you this. 13,000 for first. Plus bounties. So 20,000, 25,000, something like that. Seems decent. But we will just be one table in now, guys. So the action might not be like super quick. That's okay. Well, the quads, that's a huge pot. Quads. Just quads. Okay, we'll defend here. And probably check fold. Forty soft, it's going to fold, don't even need to think about it. Threes. So we have 10, 12, 13 starting stacks and 3x bound. Okay, well. I feel like we can flat here. So we should have been able, like, if it folded to us, we can shove, like, it's because we shouldn't be getting called light because, like, our bounty power factor ratio, whatever you want to call it, is so small, right? So because these hands benefit from fold equity, and if you don't have fold equity, then you don't want to jam them. 3 of hearts. No, we've got the 3 of hearts. 3 of diamonds. Okay. Come on then. 3 of diamonds on the river. Oh, close. Do we have a bit? What do we beat? Ace high? Well, let's end. Miss Creek Donkey says, good luck in the last one. Appreciate that. 18 bigs, 180 left. Flipski here. 10's going to take it. Ace 10 off. This is close to just wanting to jam. Yeah, I might just jam, to be honest. It could get called by worse. I don't love it. I'm going to min raise if folded too. Okay, just going to fold. If I had 15 bigs or under, I think jamming hijack would be fine. 18 bigs though, a little bit too much when we can min raise fold, or you know, it's not always going to be a 3-bet or a jam or anything like that. So, right, one tournament. Let's see if we can spin this up. 18 bigs. So is this this chip? Yeah, we looked at this chip graph, right? So I had like absolutely heaps at like this stage. And then we lost some, and then we just went on a bit of a steady rise, and then we lost. Okay, well, fold. Easy game. Going to raise. These are one of those spots where if you get 3-bet, you know, the solver's going to say, oh yeah, you can 4-bet jam, right? But this flat looks a bit scary. But like he's supposed to like 3-bet fold like ace 7 suited or something stupid. Or king, like maybe just 3-bet calls worse, but I just don't see it ever. So, but I feel like we would definitely be over folding. We can bet here or we can check. I'm a little bit scared of this guy's flat. I'm never not fold, like, you know, barring like a king run out. Do I want to raise here or just go for the call? Oh, I like call. It's a great turn card. I think we can just check jam the turn now. But he could just have like aces and kings here for sure, right? We opened off 17 bigs. Quite like a jam. Like, is he gonna bluff? Who is it? Never heard of this person. Monica. We block aces, which we were potentially worried about. If we jam here, we look like we've got ace king, king 10, 9 10, king 9, something like that. So we would love to see a hero call from king jack of hearts, please. Come on, Monica. Get the cape out with king jack. I've got 9 10. Come on, Monica. You can do it. Oh, king queen. She never has king queen. King jack of hearts. Come on then. Oh, just thinking about it. Faded the snap, which suggests that we have the best hand. Okay. She thought about it though. She did think about it. Okay, fold 7-3 off. All right, I'm going to fold again. All right, pocket nines. I'm going to start with an open. Okay. Get it through. Uh, 2.5x and only 0.87 big blinds in the middle. I think this becomes pretty trivial fold. Tim Pallarino on YouTube says, "Good luck, dude. Love your videos. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for being here and checking out the live stream today. Streaming, well, I tried to stream once a week during WCube. This is the third week, I think. Well, it's the third time I've streamed anyway. Streamed on the Monday, and then last Thursday, and then this Thursday as well. I've just got one table left. We're playing the 55 mini bounty high roller, 143 left. First place is 13,400 plus bounties, so 25,000 up for grabs. So decent. We have 17.5 big blinds, and we're going to be doing our best to spin it up. Me wins. All right, ace queen off. I might jam from the hijack. Open, please open. Min raise or jam. I mean, if I had a bigger bounty, I think jamming would be quite nice. Probably not going to fold though if we get 3-bet. I mean, honestly, we're not loving it, but we have 17 bigs and he could have a hand that he wants to. Yeah, I mean, so aces and kings, I think, will just flat, which means that he's going to have hands like queens, jacks, tens. He might even just jam ace, king. So yeah, let's see if we can win this one. Ace, queen as well. Okay. Well, neither of us has spades, so that's good. We're going to chop. Misclick. Any must-watch football matches this weekend? Well, I'm looking forward to Arsenal finally winning. Hopefully against Norwich. So we're 20th in the league, which, it's 3 games in. I mean, I would say the kind of people that look at the table now and like laugh at Arsenal being bottom of the league are the kind of people who post that they're one of 10,090 in the milli after the first hand. But anyway, is there a match? Okay, there's no match on Friday. Got to think about the FPL team as well. Saturday, so there's Man U versus Newcastle. I want to see Ronaldo. I want to see if Ronaldo plays. Actually, it's pretty fun to have him back. Leeds Liverpool, that'll be a good game. Leeds at home, so I live in Leeds, a bit further away now. I used to live like less than 10 minutes from Elland Road, but now I live a lot more than 10 minutes away. So we've moved further out into the kind of the country, into a village, and live a bit further away from Elland Road now. But yeah, not a huge amount of amazing games this weekend. Leicester Man City, that looks decent. Not a great weekend, I would say. Leeds Liverpool, I think, is the standout game because both teams like to play, attacking football. Both like to close down, like play a high press, so should be pretty good. So that's on Sunday. Don Rambo says, "Hey Gareth, just got here. Good luck." Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. No sound apparently, according to Ben on YouTube. Let's just check. See sound on my end. Don't know then. Do not know. Paddy Jim says Cristiano Ronaldo's Man United return. Yeah, I think that's probably what everyone's looking forward to, but not on telly unless you stream it, I guess, from some dodgy site. All right, Damo. Chill out. Twelve and a half bigs. The 1-3-1 left. Anything could happen. I love this part of the tournament because I think like years ago, like you get to this far and like maybe you lose, maybe you win, whatever. Like let's say you lose, right? And you go like, oh, I came so close. But like you didn't really. I mean, there's still 130 left. But honestly now, like most of what happens in this stage of the tournament is completely outside your control. Like, yes, okay, don't be a bonehead and like make a poor play. But flips and callers and setups and all whatever you want to call it, like is absolute. Oh, it's unfortunate for that guy. So like that guy didn't play the hand wrong, just got in a flip. Ace King versus tens, didn't win. He's out, right? And that's just exactly how it goes. So the beautiful part is that sometimes it's going to work out. Sometimes you're going to be like, go on an absolute tear, make the final table, win the tournament, whatever, be great. Sometimes you're going to bust in 130th like that guy did. And so I think if you can be at peace with whatever happens now, then great. You're never going to be upset. I mean, you shouldn't be upset, but we're human at the end of the day. Like, we have emotions. We're not a robot. So you can, sometimes feel disappointed. I think the last stream, was it the last stream or maybe the stream before that, we final table bubbled the 109 Bounty Builder, or Bounty Builder 109, and we just went completely card dead for like an hour and a half. I mean, at that point I was like, well, I'm frustrated because like there's literally nothing I can do. I want to like put on a show. Like I want to be able to say, oh, okay, we're going to shove here and see what happens. But we didn't even get a chance to do that until we got to like 2.5 big blinds, and we got King 8 in and we quadrupled up. And then unfortunately we lost Ace 8 versus 10-9 on the final table bubble. He shoved, I called, and we didn't hold. So I mean, not really too much to talk about. But the key thing is that I'm rambling here. Absolute waffle. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Probably because it's nonsense and rubbish. But basically, don't get tied up. Oh, we're 125 left. We've got a chance. Like, the best you can do is focus on the next hand. Next hand. That's it. I was just watching the replay then, and I was doing something with my hand like this. Like I was about to drop the sickest album of 2021. Misclick loved the comparison. All right then, well, we're going to be all in, because if this guy opens, we're jamming, and if he folds, we're jamming. Right, here we go. Come on, guys. Bit of energy in the chat, because it definitely helps 4 minutes later. Future energy. Help me out here. Let's win an all in. Okay, we need an 8. 8? 7? 8? No. Right, that's it, guys. All done. 22:11, early finish today. Means an early night, which is never a bad thing. We're going to wrap things up there. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button if you're watching on Twitch. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching the highlights video on YouTube, then definitely hit subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. And I may well be back next week for more. Certainly there will be more videos from me coming if you're watching this on the YouTube. But yeah, there you go. Table has been closed. The stream is now going to finish. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.